The last one we're going to talk about is the schematics. So a schematic map really is a little bit unique in that it stresses turns or stops necessary for travel from one location to another. And it's often used because the real geography is just too confusing. It's too cluttered. There's too much there. Let's simplify it. Let's strip it down. Bare necessities. It's a schematic map. So you think more about time sequences than you think of location. I feel as though I drive forever and then I turn and it's right there. So your schematic would show a really long line, then a little turn, and then boom, there's my location. So I'm not telling, okay, you go 4 miles and then it's 0.65 miles. No, it's kind of a visual representation instead. So that time sequence. You want to make sure that you have enough space to show each turn, each stop. You want to make sure that you show that, articulate that so that it's understood. Now, the more abstract, the better they actually work. So if you think of a comparison here of how illustrations are to photographs, schematic maps are to our data maps. Schematics are really that almost a vector viewpoint, a strip down. We're just simplifying that information. So again, you want to use these when it's just too darn confusing to show the full geography. You want to make sure that you locate sites and that you make them seem correct. Maybe not actual. We don't get the ruler out with this. That's more of a, that feels right. And you want to make sure that you do design these and you don't confuse the readers. The whole purpose is to simplify, not confuse. So here are some examples. Here's very basic, very, very basic. I see how to get from Buffalo to Washington with some high-speed rail. Simplified, I don't have any specific distance amounts. It's just showing me where those stops are, how many stops I'm going to do between Buffalo and Washington, get it, and so it's more of a feels like. Here are some that get a little bit more in depth, maybe more than what they should be, but yet it's showing you kind of a distance, it's showing you main points. Here's maybe a better where we look at, okay, they always talk about, this is the way the females talk about how to get directions. It's not north-south, it's right, a little bit left, by that white house, next to the red shed. So this one actually shows colors of some of the structures so that you can identify, oh yeah, there's that kind of red with the steeple. Okay, yep, I get it. So it's more of that feels like. So you can take this in a different approach. Here's an Ironman. And again, it actually has what we can consider insets down here of exploded views, but I'm indicating there's a McDonald's there. That's right, I do go by the McDonald's, rather than, about, a half a mile and then it's there. So it's feels like it's a visual representation of how to get from one place to the next.